What is up, gentlemen? Welcome back. 2019 season already approaching. 44 days until the draft. What would that make it, like 37 days until keepers are due? So we're really getting close here. I mean, the Melvin Gordon news today just got me a little giddy, got me thinking about fantasy. We've been talking keepers and things like that, but we're really getting close now. So I wanted to do a quick video. Brock and I talked a little bit today about a couple things. And I just felt like, now is a good time to do a video as we kind of approach the season and things like that. A couple quick housekeeping things to go over. New rule changes, some changes what we're going to do with transaction money. So I wanted to touch base. Obviously, we got a new owner, so Chavez, welcome. I'm glad you're fitting in just fine with everybody else. People got to pick up on your sarcasm style, but they're going to love you just as everybody else does that knows you. So everybody, welcome Chavez. Everybody else, thanks for returning. Aaron, thanks for kicking somebody out of the league. So now we have a new owner. But very excited to get the year rolling. So let's jump right into it, guys. So, a few rule changes that went through is FAB, one of them, which stands for Free Agent Acquisition Budget. What that does is that gives everybody the same amount to start the season. And instead of doing blind waivers like we did last year where, first pick got last waiver and vice versa, and then it changed once you made a claim. This is going to add a lot more strategic impact to the way everybody picks up waivers. So how it works is, like I said, everybody gets the same amount of money, and then first week, if you want to place a bid on someone, you place a blind bid. So you're saying, I think that player's worth 25 free agent acquisition dollars. And you place that bid. Now, if you're the only person to bid on them, you pay $25. It's not like eBay where you get you place a max bid. This is just a blind bid. If somebody else places 26, they win that player. And then you basically have to try to budget yourself out for those 13 weeks. And this might actually even drip into playoffs, so I'll look into that. But usually by the time then most rosters are set. And then how that works is that waiver period will go for 1 day. So like it was before where you'd make a claim on a player, you would make a bid on a player in that same 24-hour time period the day rosters open. And then those players are awarded to those teams, the winning bids. And then after that, it's free agent, regular pickup. You pick them up. There's no cost to your transaction budget or your FAB budget. And then same as always, every transaction's $1. Even if you bid up $50 on a guy, he's still $1. Now, I've been researching this a little bit. Other leagues do. They typically give each owner $200, which I'm going to up our limit. I saw it was at 100. I'm going to do 200. That way, rising tide raises all ships, so it's not going to have an impact on the way bids are done. It's just going to help avoid probably more tying bids. Now that there's more money to go around, $1 is not going to be as crucial to somebody's budget as it was, with $100. So we'll do that. I think it's going to be fun. Like I said, just adds more strategy to how we pick up players. Allows you, like I said, to budget. It's do you go all in on a player who, the running back went down and he's going to be the starter, or do you try to budget it out and stream accordingly throughout the season? So we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm really hoping it goes well. Touching on the redraft, Nico brought up the old poll from before where we voted. We're not doing the redraft. From what I understand, it's business as usual, no redraft in 2020 or anything like that, so we'll consider keepers going forward. Pick trades, Sleeper allows us to do 2020 season and 21, but we voted against it, so we can only trade picks for the 2019 season up until draft day, and then after that it's set. So any trade involving like a future pick or something like that, we will decline it, and I'll veto it and just tell you, hey, remove the picks, and that's it. So there's that. Trade challenge new this year from Dalton. So any trade, Brock and I are always going to vote on. It's not a league vote. So if, we're going to push through 99% of the trades. We're a keeper league. We want trades to go through. So we're going to push through most. But if, let's say, there's a trade on the table and someone says, hey, trade challenge, I think it should be vetoed, it'll go to a league vote. It takes a majority to veto the trade. So if it's 5-5, we push it through if we think it's a pushable trade. If we think it's vetoable, then we would veto. And again, trade challenge can go either way. If we veto a trade, you could trade challenge and take it to the league as well. Again, would require a 6-4 vote, and it's one per team for the trade challenge. I think it's a great addition. I don't even know if we'll have to use it all year, but we might as well give it a shot. I would say typically trade review day for commissioners 1 day. Usually I'll send it out if somebody wants a trade challenge. I'll say, hey, here's the trade. If we even push it through, they say, hey, you get 12 hours to challenge a trade or something like that. You should be paying attention. You'll get alerts on transactions in the league from Sleeper. The only time I would say that I would, I don't want to call it override, but would be like if a trade happened an hour before kickoff and then someone trade challenges an even trade just to be a dick to maybe challenge or push a transaction off to the next week and screw another owner over. If it's a trade that is iffy, then yeah, we'll challenge it and hey, it goes off to the next week and the trade won't happen. But if it's a close trade, I don't want somebody to be facetious and just say, oh, I'm going to do it just to rock the boat. I'll push it through and the trade won't be challenged. The lottery changed this year, so now there's going to be one big lottery. So it's going to be a 6-team lottery. It's going to be the best odds are the best record from the regular season that did not make the playoffs. So, an 8-5 team that doesn't make it, like such as Andrew from last year, he would have the best odds to get number 1 pick. And then vice versa, I was 1-12. I would have the worst odds, so I would be actually the better odds to get pick 6. So all 6 of those teams go into one big lottery, just picks 1 through 6. And then playoff teams in order, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place picking last. Which kind of brings me to my next point, which is kind of the dollars and cents side of it. Again, it's $175 league entry fee. I won't be collecting the $10 deposit up front for transactions. It's just easier, instead of doing a bunch of math, it's just easier to say, hey, you had 20 transactions, you owe me $20. We're going to do a 60, 30, 10 breakdown again. So first place, $10.50, 2nd place, $5.25, 3rd place, $1.75. 4th place this year is going to be getting $75, and that's going to come off of the trans pot. We're doing stuff a little bit different with trans money this year. I just think to spread it out, most of the time last year we did 50-50 between most points and best record. A lot of the times that's either going to be the same guy or the guy's going to get into the playoffs. He's going to make money anyway. So let's spread the wealth out a little bit. It's going to keep it interesting for a lot more people. So we're actually going to up the weekly prize money from $5 to $10. So the highest scoring team every week will get a $10 bonus. And then at the end of the first half of the season, which I'm calling officially the end of week 7, going into week 8, I'll put a video up. That point, the most points and the best record will each be awarded $20 from the transaction money. And then we're going to do the same thing in the second half. So weeks 8 through 13, finalized week 13, the most points from the second half of the season, so from week 8 to week 13, the most points in that time span will get $20, and the best record from that time span will get $20. So that's $80 right there, plus the 75. So that's was that 155 total. And last year I think we paid out like 193. So any money that's left over from that 155 from the 4th place and then all the transaction money, that's going to go to best record and most points for the whole season. We'll just split that down the middle, whatever's left over. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to really touch on. Again, like the fab, I think that's going to be a great addition. Redraft, we know is not happening. The pick trades are just current year. Trade challenge, we talked about pretty in depth there. And then lottery system seems pretty self-explanatory. So like I said, 4th place will pick 7th, 3rd place pick 8th, 2nd place pick 9th, champion picks 10th, and then those 6 teams that didn't make the playoffs will be seeded in best odds to pick to the top or best record all the way to the worst. Any tiebreakers is going to be most points scored. We'll get the higher seed to get the most picks. So we're, again, rewarding teams that win or try to start better players, which makes 100% total sense in my mind. And again, guys, got the new app now. So Sleeper is the app. We use the GroupMe chat, obviously, but Sleeper just seems, to me, first glance, way better than ESPN. It's more user-friendly. It's faster. There's more player news. There's Q&A on the sidebar. in our group chat. There's a group chat built into the app, so you can actually use that. You can create polls, add GIFs. The scoring is the thing I'm most concerned about. I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know how they do, if the scoring is exactly live like ESPN was, where a touchdown, I mean, it's 5 seconds later, boom, touchdown. I'm hoping it's the same. I would assume so. It's got great reviews. A lot of people use it now. And like I said, I think Sleeper is going to be the way we roll. I'm going to keep our league history on a spreadsheet, which I can share with everyone. That's how I'm going to log transactions. That's how I'm going to log points. That's how I'm going to do everything. It'll just be much easier to track. And then, like I said, I can share it as an Excel file with everybody. So other than that, guys, again, keepers due August 17th, just before midnight. Get them in earlier if you want. And then the draft, we're looking at a beautiful day. Drafting early in the morning, got some golf in the afternoon, and then a beautiful beach day to wrap it up and just to get ready for the season. Season starts, I think, September 5th on that Thursday. Bears-Packers. You guys know we bear down in these parts. And that too. Oh, your boy Walter. But yeah, I'm real excited for the season. Obviously, Bears are good this year. We'll talk more as we get into the season and things start happening. I'll probably do a video around keeper time. But I'd love to try to plan a game that we can do, go to together as a league. Obviously, Bears tickets are expensive. Hard to go to a Bears game. Maybe sneak down to the Colts game or up to Detroit for a Lions game. I'm always down for that. But yeah, we'll try and work something out, guys. It's a fun league. Obviously, you guys know. Love this league. So hopefully you guys do too. Real excited. Got a great year on tap. Divisions are all set up on there. Schedule also, if anybody's asking, once the draft happens, I have to generate the schedule after. That's the way Sleeper operates. Also, playoffs are going to be a little finicky this year unless they fix it beforehand. I have them set up to start week 14, but they're going to have them run through week 16 instead of 15, so I'm going to have to manually do it, but that's the way we'll have to kind of roll until they can work out some bugs. But yeah, schedule, we'll make sure we do the same thing. Every team plays each team in their division twice, every team in the opposite division once. Season will complete week 13, and then playoffs will be week 14 and 15, no 16 and 17. Any questions, text me, text the group, but be active, guys. We still got a little ways. It's still, mid-July. I'm eagerly awaiting fantasy football season. I can't wait for Bears football too. So have fun, guys. Enjoy your summer. I'll be touching back up with you at some points. But again, if anybody has any questions on the topics I covered, let me know, let Brock know, and we'll work it out, man. But enjoy your summer, guys. Have fun, and I will see you guys as we get closer.